Mark from Suburbia Real Estate.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're going to use this video to give you all those auction tips and tricks that are going to really help you out at your next auction.
And we haven't seen a lot of high quality information out there to help buyers, but check this out, we know you're going to love it.
Tip number 1, we suggest you get there a little bit early for a few reasons. If you haven't registered online, you're going to want to proceed to the registration desk and get your lucky bidder's paddle and get all ready to go. Plus, you're going to want to look around and just see who else is holding one of these, because they are your competition. Now, tip number 2 relates to legalities. So if a partner can't be at the auction with you, for example, make sure you have a bidding authority in place and all arranged prior to the auction. Plus, you're going to want to organise things like your deposit situation, how much and how to do the transfer, your settlement terms, 30, 60 or 90 days, and even things like occupation agreements if you want to move in prior.
Tip number 3, bring some friends or family for support, so you've got someone to talk to as part of that. And if you've got kids, maybe you want to leave them at home, or bring some other family members who can look after them as part of the auction. Tip number 4, make sure you know your maximum price before you come to the auction, and don't make it a round number. For example, 900,000. You want to make sure you've got a bit of a buffer over. So many people stop bidding at round numbers. You could go another $1,000, $5,000 or $15,000 to secure the property.
Now, tip number 5 is where to position yourself at the auction, and we believe you need to ensure you've got a direct line of sight of the auctioneer. You don't want to be behind a tree or a rock or even another person. Also, you're going to want to position yourself to the side so you can see not just the auctioneer, but your competition, because you might be able to see tells such as when they're nearing their limit. So positioning is everything at an auction. Now, tip number 6 is to act confident, even if you're a little bit nervous, because most people are. You want to come with strong increments and quick decisions, so people think you're there to buy it. Now, you can also mix up the increments. So if the auctioneer asks for $10,000, you could give them $20,000 or vice versa. Try and have fun with it. That's going to make you relaxed and seem even more confident.
Tip number 7, if you're bidding with your partner, make sure you have a chat prior. Who's going to be holding on to the paddle? The one who's confident, the one who's got the strategies in their head. You don't want any conflict about who's going to be bidding on auction day. And tip number 8, don't be afraid to hit your limit first, especially at the end of the auction when you're getting close to your limit and the bids are coming down to $1,000 or $2,000 bids. You might decide to do a power bid right at the end and get to your maximum price first.
Now, tip number 9 is about vendor bids. And a vendor bid can only be done once, and it can only be done by the auctioneer on behalf of the owner. The key thing to note is that it must be below the reserve price. And that means if you bid next, it could be enough to buy the property, or at least put you in a position to negotiate direct with the owners immediately past the auction. Tip number 10, it's almost time to celebrate. First, you're going to make sure you transfer the deposit, check any of your terms, conditions or clauses are in the contract, and then you can sign it. Then the deal is locked in and it's legally binding, and you can have some champagne and put up a sold sticker.
So there you have it, 10 auction day bidding tips to get you more comfortable and ready for auction day.
Of course, every auction is a little bit different, so hopefully this will help out, but make sure you call us if we can help with anything further at all.